Good morning.
Morning, ma'am. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. What about you?
I'm also good, doing well in my life, and thanks
All
for
right.
asking.
That's a great. All right. So as we are meeting first time, so first of all, I would love to know about you. So please introduce yourself.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Ma'am, my name is Vijay Singh Tharkoti, and I am connecting with you from Uttarakhand. And I have completed my graduation last year from Bachelor of Arts, and currently I am pursuing my Physical Education Department course. And if I talk about my hobbies, then I love to play football or traveling, and along with I am learning this language. That's all about.
Wow, great to know about you. So, how long have you been started your English speaking journey?
Ma'am, now it has been around 3.5 months, but I am not consistently learning this language. Like one in a week, 2 or day I am consistent, but from the next day I was distracted from some things. So
All right. All right. Just you love to connect with the people twicely in a week or thricely in a week or once in a week, right?
no, no, ma'am. Like before I talk about if I talk about my journey to learning this language, so I'm not consistently learning this language, but apart from like 1 week ago, from last week, I am consistently learning this language, and every day I connected in this application with peoples, and I am new in this application. Recently, I joined in those groups. I thought Nutan ma'am added me in that group. Have you? I know.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I know her. So, do you watch English conversation video?
Yeah, ma'am. I watch English conversation video every day. Even I'm remembered that I saw you in somewhere in someone conversation video. I guess maybe I'm not remembering the name. Maybe I guess Ram sir. I guess.
Mm-hmm. I talked, I think, with him 2 times.
Yeah, ma'am. So on their channel I saw you. So I remembered you.
Okay, all right. So, how many channel have you visited so far, and how many channels video do you like?
Ma'am, by honestly, I from past 3 months, I followed only two channels. The first one is for the conversation videos. The first one is the Ramsar channel, and the second is Try to Thrive.
All right. Okay, I think there are so many people who love to try to try channel conversation because she inculcate each and every single day something new in their conversation video, like vocabulary, phrases, or some motivational stories as well. So that's the reason I think people like a lot her channel. And what do
And
you like to her channel most?
ma'am, the first main thing, like the way she talks, the way she deliver their message, the way she understand in front of the people, and those are the things I love the most, and even I want to do that type of things. Like whenever I got the chance to speak with someone, I just want to deliver the message she delivers to others.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Like ma'am, for me, the good communicator is like who understand the other person. Like
Yes.
if I'm speaking with someone in any time, if I'm not able to understand what he or she is saying to me, then it's a, like what we can say, it's a no matter like how good you at this language, if you are not good at communicator, because at the end we have to deal with the peoples.
Yes,
Yeah.
right, absolutely right. So just if we know how to deal the people and how to make them understand, so I think this is enough for each and every English learner. And otherwise, spoken English like a C. So just we have to do and we have to learn each and every single day something or something.
Yeah, right, ma'am. The like the more we practiced, the more we became good at anything. Not in only particular in this language, in every language, in every aspect of the life.
Mm-hmm. Right. And what things more attractive from Ramsar video? You, as you mentioned, you watched his video.
Okay, ma'am. Of course, first of all, their conversation, how Ramsar interact with peoples, and also they are speaking style. I also love it that like the accent, I can say accent, and like sometimes we saw some people's we generally like them. Like I don't know where I started watching their videos. I just watch one or two videos. That's how my interest begins on their channel, and I started to watching. And now I am habitual of the um, to see their videos.
All right. Yes. As you say, there are so many person who are fan of Ram because his way of speaking, way of delivering their message, very cool and calm, right? Yeah, yeah. I also love to talk with him. I
Yeah,
connected two times, but I enjoyed a lot with him conversation. His very cool nature.
yeah, right, ma'am.
Yeah.
And even I thought I also send email to him, but I am little bit afraid. And if will I get the reply or not? If I will get the reply, connect with how can I connect with him? Like
Here, I would like to tell you something, or I can say advise you something. You are not less than to anyone. You are also able to speak English. You are also able to um, convey your message. So there is no need to afraid because you are also speaking good. So
yeah, man, but sometimes when we faced on that level of peoples, we have this self doubt. Like, if I will not able to speak properly, how my impression goes on them. Like those type of self doubt.
no, no, don't think like that. One day his position was also like you, and I think he got also reject because of English initially stage. So don't think like that. You know, on the Skype app, I think each and every person has struggled somewhere. Like some have like embarrassing moment. That's the reason we are behind. We are like chasing this language because of we want to grow. We want to grow our personality. So don't to think like that. No one here perfect. Each and every, I can say each and every single become perfect by the practice, by the connect each other. I heard one of video Rajni ma'am's story. She shared one of video, in the starting, in the like initially stage. I When I connect with the I think she joined Clampingo app, I think. So she told her video, I was shivering when I connect with them, when I connect with the good personality. So, each and every person occurs this kind of situation initially stage, but don't think like that. You are not less than to anyone. God gave us unique talent. Someone is like, someone has a speaking skills good, someone has a writing skills good, someone has a like a different activities good. So don't feel like scared to join anyone. This is a, I can say, to enhance your personality, this is a good command which we consider. I am perfect, whatever I have, I am perfect. And just try to try, or I can say try each and every single day something new. Don't feel overconfident and don't feel like ego. Just we have to grab the knowledge, we have to learn from each and every single person, and don't feel embarrassed if I do mistakes. So what people say about you, I'm also, while conversation, I am also doing so many grammatical errors, but I'm not thinking about my errors. If I don't do so, how can I correct my errors? So just I am trying to level my best. Maybe one day, definitely, I achieve my goal. I will achieve my goal.
Sure, ma'am. Why not? And ma'am, I would like to know about your English journey. Like, which things inspired you to learn this language?
Yeah, I shared so many times on my channel as well. Yeah, just you are asking, so I love to, I can say, tell you my story. This is my childhood dream to speak English because I belong from Chandigarh. So in the Mohali, so over there, so qualification person live around my neighbor. So they prefer to speak English. So when I heard them, so I thought I should also speak English. But at that time, I didn't know how to start English because when we don't know how to start, so we are not able to speak English as well, because at that time I was zero in the grammar from my teenager. So I thought how to speak, where should I start? But at that time I was indulged so many activity, because at that time I did NTT diploma as well as I did beautician course, because I love to when like party, so I love to make up also. So I did so many activity. I did also stitching at that time. I love this kind of creativity, but not now. So that's the reason I didn't complete my dream. But after marriage, I blessed one kid. So that time I thought I had to learn English for him, not myself, because I don't want whatever I faced, so my kid never faced. I thought always about my kid. So that's the reason I started my journey. And as well as I started talking with my son, and now my son is able to talk with me and with their teacher. So now I am feeling glad, and I can also now I'm able to face the teacher, so I am feeling good. Before when I was when I went to took admission, so at that time thought, um, here teachers, every teacher speaks English. So how can I face them? So from that day, I curiosity to learn this language. I thought just I have to learn, and anyhow I have to learn. So day night just English, English running in my mind. So that's how I learned English, and still I am learning. Still I am making environment at my home. I listen video, I connect with the people, and if I find one word, so just I try to jot it down in my diary, or if I scroll my phone and I just like find any new word, just try to take screenshot, then I implement in my conversation. So that's how I am improving my English.
Okay, good to heard about that about your story, and I inspired a lot. You are learning this language especially for your childrens, and maybe I hope in future he will also be a good communicator and in some good manner in this language. Yeah.
Yes, you are absolutely right. And when any parents come to me and those are no don't know how to speak, how to connect with the people, and if I know she can do, so I also advise my students' mom and my neighbors, and my even I give advice my even teenager, my student. You have to learn, and you have to learn with dedicate, because if you learn, so you can bright your future because of this language. So I motivate my surrounding people because when from I learned this language, so I really achieved so many things which I want. So I can say when from I started my journey and learned this language, so I achieved so many things. So, and I hope ahead I achieve my dream.
Yeah, I'm sure. Why not?
Yes.
Like, yeah, ma'am, you are absolutely right. If we want if we want to learn some any language, no matter English, it's kind of any language like Spanish and all, then we have to like made environment around ourselves. That's how we can learn English easily as a
Mm-hmm.
point, as a I think. So
Yes. And nowadays it's a very easy to make environment our surrounding because nowadays social media generation. So there is no, I think, any difficulties to find the people and to learn something. If we don't know something, so we can just write down chat GPT and we can get answer immediately. There is no found, there is no need to waste our time. So nowadays AI very useful for the person. So
yeah,
I think there is no need to, yeah, if you really eagerly to wholeheartedly to learn something. So I think there is no need any mentor if you really want to learn any language.
yeah, ma'am, you are absolutely like nowadays we can get environment easily through that social media platform. But in another point of view, like if you want the environment offline, like sometimes we can't get the environment in the social media and we have to deal in the offline. So it's very hard to get that environment, I guess, like offline, like when you are not interacting like through the social media and in any application. And in order to, you have to connect with offline, you have to create offline. So for that it's very hard, I guess, especially like in especially in rural areas.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Because why am I not feeling like that? Because being a teacher, I have a good environment. I have a student, so I can speak with them. So that's why at this point I didn't realize offline making very tough. Yeah, you are right. Those are live in a rural area, so this is very tough to connect offline. And sometimes we need to connect offline as well because there is a huge difference like online or offline.
Right.
Yeah.
As you are a teacher, so I would like to know, like, in schools, you like what we can say, you communicate with your students on the like proper English, or like earlier when I was in my school, like even in English classes, teacher used Hindi language to make them their student understanding, and they just tell you about the only grammar rules. After that, there is a no use of English.
Mhm.
So right now, like you are a teacher, what kind of the things happening in the schools? Is that the same as earlier?
Actually, let me tell you, I'm a not a school teacher. I just teach at my home as like a tuition. So I try to speak English and Hindi both because when I need to explain something, so sometime I explain Hindi, sometime English because I am not full habitual to speak English with my student. But slowly and gradually I inculcate this habit. So and I tell my student each and every single day, just you have to speak whatever you know. There is no need, just there is no mandatory, just you have to speak English. But whatever you know, so just try to speak out in your mouth. So slowly and gradually you get into this habit. So I am also trying, and they are also trying with me.
Yeah, right, right. Absolutely, you are right, ma'am. And so, do you have any question for me? Any question?
Yes, yes, definitely. So as you mentioned, you are not able to connect with the people each and every single day, right?
Right. Like,
Yeah,
ma'am, or like nowadays I am trying to connect every day. Like even in a day, I try to connect like at least two or three people. As long as I can.
that's a great. So, is there any specific goal to learn this language?
Yeah, ma'am, I have the goal. Like recently, I gave the interview like 10 days ago in the BPO sector as a part-time job where I can enhance my communication and fluency in this language. So somewhere maybe the communication skills I don't have good enough, and maybe the language barrier. So I didn't crack the interview, and at this time I am living in another city, and here I am living alone. And for that I have to need take my expenses too. So for that I need that job, but somehow I didn't crack the interview. But what I realized after that, okay, now I should have to be focused on my communication and at the same time in this language. So I gave myself now like a challenge for next 60 days. How can I improve myself in, how can I be better for next 60 days? So that's why when I came from the from the interview in my room, so I decided to, and from the next day I will connect with people. So let's see what happens. So that's a short term goal of mine.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Whatever you tell here, so just occurred in my life when I came from school. So at that time, I also thought just I have to do because I thought if I go PTM, so how can I face with them? Even there is no mandatory nowadays in the school. Just you have to speak English. You can use any language, whatever where you which state you have. So just you have to speak. But I thought if I speak English, so my son on my son impression like I can say difference uh, from by the teacher. So I don't I can say see my son anywhere something lacking. So that's the reason I thought I have to show the impression of my kid also because of this language. So yeah, you know, nowadays every teacher very familiar with my kids, and even every teacher touch from me. So because of this language. So and so that's the reason I can say
Yeah, ma'am, you are absolutely like this. I don't know why somewhere I feel like this particular this language all over the world give you a plus point in every aspect of the
yes.
field. Yeah.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. Even though nowadays I realizing my relative, uh, mm, you know, when I go somewhere house, so they also said to me, you know, this holiday I send you my kid to your home, and you teach my son English how to speak. So nowadays I am getting this kind of message, or I can say when I go someone home, so they say to like that. Just you know, those people are not were not ready to send my home, and now uh, they say this holiday I send you your home. So it means because of my English, people are attractive towards me.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And like you said, you are continuously enhancing your skills in this language. So what did you, what like, what the things you do? Like, what are the things you do? Have you do any like practicing for to in order to learn enhance this language?
Yes, you know, most of the time I prefer to connect with the people because I need to fluency. So that's the reason I prefer to connect the people. And you know, if I get some new words, so I just try to make 5 to 10 sentences to learn that particular word. So that's how I just do practice. I want to do so many things. I want to incorporate in our daily routine, but I try so many times, but because of my busy schedule, I am not able to do. But slowly and gradually, I'll do.
Yeah, ma'am, sure, definitely, definitely. Why not?
Yeah.
And
So,
eh,
what do you do apart from conversation as you challenge yourself? Just I have to do, and I have to become fluent, and I have to, uh, like, I'm able to face the people. So, what kind of activity do apart from conversation?
okay, ma'am, apart from conversation, when I start my day, I just used to listen at least 30 or maybe as long as to listen conversation videos and some podcasts and some of the videos I would like to watch. And after that, what I do, like maybe 20 lines, 20 line, 20, maybe one page. One page I wrote about the past, one page I wrote about the present, one
Wow.
page wrote the future. So that's how I cover all the tenses. So and the next thing what I do, like if I wrote some vocabularies yesterday, so next day I try to learn this see this, so see these words to remember.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the next thing is I connected in that conversation, and I try to nowadays the more I connect with people, it will benefit for me. Because before that, I never connected with any people. I had never connected with any people, but nowadays my only motto is I will give more time to connecting with people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the best key to become a fluent. If we connect more and more people, so we get more and more knowledge, and slowly and gradually we become a habitual. So, what did I say? I forget. Yeah, as you mentioned, you listen 30 minutes. I also each and every single day I listen at least 1 hour.
Yeah, even when I was preparing food for myself, I just play the video and put it side, and I just doing all my work and listening the videos and all.
Yeah, it's the same here. I never listen free, sit alone and just listen. No, because I don't have much time. So while doing home chores, while cooking, just I put the lead and I listen and I'm doing something. I listen like that because when I free, so just I try to connect with people. Okay, so as when you listen video or you are cooking at that time, so when some new words coming that video, so what do you do at that time? Just as like you listen conversation video and someone is speaking new words and you don't know what the meaning of that word. So what do you do at that time?
Like ma'am, simply if I was busy in the working, just simply I took the screenshot and after that I wrote it. And if I am free, then I wrote on my notebook. So that's the thing I do for the vocabularies. And
Okay.
and
You don't to eager to know about that particular meaning at the same time.
Uh, ma'am, I am if I was busy, so I think about it. I will do later. I will know the meaning later. Let's do my work, and I just continue the mm, my work.
All right, but what happens with me if I got something new words. So I thought what the meaning of that word. So just I immediately go the chat GPT or Google. Just I want synonyms, and then I able to understand what is the whole topic. If I thought I search after this work after completed this work, so I forgot. So I immediately stop my work and just I search.
Yeah, It's happened. It's also happened with me, and I guess it's everyone happens with everyone. Like we can't remember the words by heard and by singing the one time. We have to like involve in some sentences, some conversation. That's how we can learn any words.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so should we wrap up the session because almost time is over?
Sure, ma'am. Great conversation with you. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, same here. I also enjoyed a lot. Thank you so much for connecting with me. Okay, bye bye.
Take care, ma'am.